everyone, welcome to this video. If you are new here, my name is Heather. I am a wife, mother, teacher, and Catholic convert. Ascension Press sent me this book called The Sacred That Surrounds Us, and the tagline says, How Everything in a Catholic Church Points to Heaven. And this book is so cool, you guys. The author is Andrea Zachman. I wasn't really sure what to expect when I first got it because the cover has got this little girl looking up at the thing. I can look it up in my handy book. The chalice. I know the name of this too, and that's why it is. The Monstrance. So it's got this girl on the cover, and she's, oh, look at my like one gray hair. And she's staring up at a monstrance, and the monstrance is the thing that holds the Eucharist. It's called, see, right here. It's called the Monstrance and Luna. And that's basically what this book is it goes through every single little thing that you could possibly find in a Catholic church. And it tells you why it's there. It'll give you maybe a little bit of history about that object. The book is broken up into 3 different chapters. The first chapter is called The Sacred and the Mass, and it goes through everything that is used during Mass. I knew that when you go into the church, that like gathering area is called the narthex. So they call that part of the church narthex. And it even gives you like what the words mean. So the narthex is Greek for giant funnel, and it is the area in the church that you enter when you come in from outside before you enter the nave, which is the very next thing. And then the nave comes from the Latin word navis or navis. I'm not sure how to say it. It means ship, as in to navigate. So navis, navigate. And that is the area of the church where everyone gathers for the actual celebration of the Mass. I always just thought it was called the sanctuary. Like you go into the sanctuary and that whole area is called the sanctuary. But it's not. It's called the nave. And that's where all the pews are, and all the pews face where the most important part of Mass happens, towards the front. And this part, the actual place where Mass happens, where we witness Mass happening, that is called the sanctuary. So like even just within the first 3 pages, I was like, what? I'm like learning so much just within those first 3 pages. So that was really cool. And it goes through everything, the altar and the altar cloth. I mean, it even discusses the bread and the wine. It's so informative, and there's so much information here. It is really, really cool. The second chapter is called The Sacred Vestments. That chapter talks about the different color vestments. If you don't know, vestments are the robes that the priests wear during Mass. During different times of the year, they will wear different colored vestments. And so it talks about that, like what do the different colors mean? Like this is called the alb and cincture. And then the stole goes next. So it talks about everything, the layers that the priest is wearing. And then after that, the final thing that he puts on is the chasuble. The third chapter is called The Sacred Environment. And that chapter basically goes over the environment of the church, the stained windows, the statues, the confessionals, what the candles are for, what the oils are for. When you go to church, it's not just sitting at Mass and watching things happen. It's a whole body experience. It's sight, it's seeing, it's hearing, it's smells, especially if there's incense. The whole entire body experience when you go to Mass is really, really good. And you know what I like about it too? Because I just got this book like at the end of like last week, and I haven't finished it yet. The thing I like about this book is the author encourages you to take your time with reading it. She says, read a couple pages, get familiar with those items, learn the names, learn what they're used for, and then once you feel comfortable with that, move on to the next couple of items. Taking your time to learn about the different things at church when you're there. And that is such a good tool for evangelization, because when I was converting from, or not even then, before I was converting, whenever I like first went to Mass, I was like, because I come from a non-denominational church where you can bring your donuts and coffee into the sanctuary, the auditorium, and you can, you know, chill and eat donuts and listen to music and listen to a motivational speech afterwards. So when I first went to Mass, I was like, this is different. This is really different. And I was like, and why are we standing? Okay, now are we sitting back down, or we're standing again? Like, you have to participate in Mass. You don't just sit there and like listen. Like, you are an active participant. And I know like you can say that you're an active participant in a non-denominational church too. I would ask Elvis, my husband, because it was when we were dating, I would ask him like, okay, why did we stand? Like, why is Jesus on a crucifix? Protestants don't like Jesus on a crucifix, which is so sad if you think about it, because that in the resurrection, that is why we are Christian. Not even just Catholic. That is why we are Christian. The fact that Jesus got up on the cross, died for our sins, rose again in 3 days, like, that is why we're Christian. If he had a book like this to be able to like tell me like, oh, well, that's this and that's that, and that's what's used for this thing, and like, what a great evangelization tool. Like, this is amazing. So yes, that is this book. So good. I will have the link down below if you are interested in buying it. I can't wait to finish it and learn about more things. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I have more videos coming out. I have one coming out tomorrow, actually. And pray for me, and I will pray for you guys. Peace be with you.